Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video it is a follow-up for the last one where I picked open this one outdoors. Just to show those of you that don't know how to pick a lock, just to show it a little bit better and more close-up, I will do the same things here and hopefully that will help. So, what I used was a set bar tension wrench. As long as it fits, it doesn't matter what type of tension wrench you use. It can be flat, it could be top of the keyway or bottom of the keyway. But I use bottom of the keyway. I used 4 different picks. This is a half diamond, an L rake, worm rake, and a short hook. And then I also shimmed it open with these padlock shims. Now, what I will say before I start picking is that SPPing is what works for most locks. Doesn't matter the quality, it can be something rather cheap like the Rockford lock here. It can be American, it can be Ruco, it doesn't really matter. But raking, rocking and sipping, which I will use these for, are not always going to work on the high-end locks, but quite often on the cheaper ones like this, sometimes on Brings as well, and I have made it work on Yales as well. Shimming only works if it is a lock with spring-loaded locking pawls, like again this Brings here. If we can get some focus, I don't think we can. Okay, we can't. But you can also have ball bearings like the American 1100. Those cannot be shimmed. It is very, very few, and you will probably just break your shims. So keep that on the rather cheap locks. So let's get into doing this. Let's just start with the shims. Some locks just need to be shimmed in one side, and that is usually the side where the pins are in that side. That didn't work. That means there is 2 locking pawls in this, and they are both active. So we need a shim in the other side. There. And then down with that. And we open. That's quite easy. Now when picking, let's try sipping first. Sipping is a technique where you put the pick you use in and yank it out quite quickly, thereby hitting all of the pins, and just a light tension. This have a spring-loaded core. You just need enough tension to overcome the spring tension and turn the core. That is hard to explain because it depends on the lock. That is something you need to develop a feeling for. There we go. Rocking is basically up and down like this. I like to take it out as well, and that's how easy that went. But up and down, that's rocking. I like to move it out of the lock at the same time I go up and down and then in again before the pick comes all the way out. That way you hit all the pins a little bit differently each time, and that just makes it faster. Usually that works. Raking is in and out like this. You go in and out and hitting all the pins with all the bumps of the rake. That's quite easy. go. And the last thing is SPPing, which is the hardest one to learn because you have to feel the pins and feel around which needs to be set, which one do not need to be set. There we go. This went quite easily, but I have, to be honest, tried to come across locks where I've been sitting around trying to SPP it for an hour or so and I cannot get it open. It varies very much depending on the bidding, on the lock, and so much else than that. But these are the 5 techniques I mainly have for padlocks. I hope that was a little bit clear and worth watching. If you saw the other video where I picked this lock outside with the same techniques and same tools, I just thought it wasn't that easy to see, so this is just a follow-up. Thanks for watching.